here, she's here, she's here. This one?
Your big boss?
This one? Okay.
Oh, okay. And where are you?
Oh, where am I? I'm on this.
Oh, okay. I saw you.
There.
Yeah, at the corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was in the thank you party. Well, anyways, I would like to thank her. She's my department head. She has been really patient, and when I first joined the bank, she actually given me a lot of chance to present my findings. She offered me the platform, and she also is patient enough to walk through a lot of preparations and proposals with me one-on-one. And I've been benefited a lot and grown a mature manager in the bank to her. So that's why I put her in my background. Anyways, so I'll start tonight's table topic session. So in this section, you will be trained to think fast and to organize your ideas in order to answer my table topic questions in a short period of time. So the time span, you need to at least spend 1 minute, and the longest not over 2.5 minutes. All right, so I will start my first question. So if you have something to share, feel free to volunteer. The first question would be, if you want to thank yourself for one thing, what would it be? If you want to thank yourself for one thing, what would it be? Any volunteers?
I can share. Hello.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Yvonne, go ahead.
Thank you, table topic master Lee. A very good question. If I want to thank you myself, what should I do? I think the first I think of the reading. Yeah. Reading life is so wonderful and so great because reading not just enhance my knowledge, but most important, it can improve my mental or my mindset situation, and it can help me developing my insight to be more thoughtful or to be more insightful. For example, recently I read a book. It's talking about the intermittent fasting. I learned a lot from this book because before I read that, I never know what is the fasting. But after I have been practice this fasting, the intermittent fasting, I feel so happy. And so it's enhanced me. Reading is so wonderful. It makes me happy and also influence my family and the people surround me. Because after I read that and I practice that, I share to the friends around me. They also got a lot of benefits from this practice. Sorry, I forgot to pin the timer. Thank you. Back to our table topic master.
Thank you, Yvonne. I really like the idea intermittent fasting as well, but I'm a terrible executor. So till now it hasn't happened yet, but I can see a lot of people being successful in shape thanks to that method. So thanks for your sharing. So you benefit a lot from reading. So you thank yourself for that. So is there anyone want to answer the same question? If you want to thank yourself for one thing, what would it be? Anyone? Or all of you are too harsh on yourself? All right, we can go for the next question. Have you ever been grateful for your failures? Have you ever been grateful for your failures. Oh, thank God I failed. Something like that. Have you ever feeling that failing is actually a good thing? I'm going to pin someone. Let's see. Andrea, do you want to try this one? We can time for you.
Yes, I just thinking what I'm failure. And recently, I think actually it's just for 2 months ago, I changed my job because I think I cannot work very smoothly and very tired for everything. So I changed my job, but this job is I work for 5 years. 5 years. It's for a long time, and I appreciate that I have the stage to exploring my skill and know a lot of things. But at all, I just quit it and changed the new job. At first, I'm very sad, and I think I was so failure for that because it's just like I choose the wrong road because I just quit it and chance to another fail and try a new things. But now I think, thanks God, I quit the job because I changed the new job for 2 months. And today I quit another job and back to my company because I love my original job, but because I have this process, so I got a lot of appreciation from my old company, and my boss think I'm very talented to work. So he just found me back and give me a higher salary to want me back to the company and work for him. So now I appreciate for that time I quit the job and back and start to the new life in this company. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrea. That was a good sharing. And I'm glad that you finally found that, you thought at first you were going into the wrong direction, but eventually it turns out to be a good thing. So that's why I'm asking this question to you. Thank you for your sharing. So any other want to answer the same question or the previous one?
May I try?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, I think those in TNTC might have heard one of my speech I mentioned about I tried to look for a boyfriend for my daughter many years ago. My daughter had a boyfriend for 9 years, but they broke up, and I was so glad because the boy was so childish. But then after 2 years, she didn't get another boyfriend, and I started to worry because she's going to be 30. And you know that she's my only girl. So I was thinking, if she didn't get a boyfriend and I'm married for the whole of her life, what should she do? Because she doesn't have any siblings. So I looked so hard. I looked through the internet, match.com, and I tried to look for the ideal boy for her. And I really found one, a PhD from Chengong University. And that boy was also curious to know what kind of mother it is to look for a boyfriend for her daughter. And then even I got them to connect with each other, and then they have the chance to meet with each other in Hong Kong. But finally, my daughter said that he is not my type because they have a different view of value. So my trial was a failure. I was so disappointed because that boy was really an ideal son-in-law for me. But anyway, I didn't succeed for this one. But I'm so glad that my daughter found her husband afterwards by herself. And then you can see from this, my background, this is my granddaughter. And I appreciate because of my failure. So my daughter found her husband, and then they have a very lovely girl. So that is, I think sometimes failure is not a bad thing because you just think positive. And then maybe you can get a very good result that you could never expect. Back to tabletop master.
Thank you, Teresa. So that was also a good ending on your side. Really, I still remember how you delivered that. It's really interesting. All right, so my third question will be, what experience from this past year do you appreciate the most? What experience from the past year do you appreciate the most? Any volunteers? Or you can also answer the previous questions if you want.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, and for the third question, can you reply the question?
The third one is,
That's the one.
what experience from the past year do you appreciate the most?
I think it's for me, the experience of the grade rules in the admission examination for the graduate school. I appreciate the most because in the beginning, when I know the results of the examination, and I say, oh shit, and I have to go back to CCU and for the next 2 years. But in the next 2 years, during the career of the master student career, and I appreciate and I can back because I don't have to adapt the environment like my classmates and my friends in other schools. And thanks to come back to here, and I try to learn to study some English skills in the CLS, the Centers for Language Studies, and make friends and know very, very well teachers and help me a lot. Okay, and that's my opinion.
Thank you, Kenton. You know, I failed the first time when I take the graduate school entrance exam as well, but that was a good detour because I eventually ended up in another school in the next, and it opened up a new horizon for me as you know, for the career I'm working right now. All right, thank you. I also have a fourth question. Do you think gratitude is a habit? Do you think gratitude is a habit? Can you feel happier if you find yourself being grateful more often? So do you think gratitude is a habit? What?
Me?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. Is gratitude a habit? I don't think so. Practice makes perfect, and it is same as gratitude. when I notice that when people are being selfish, they can only think of themselves. But if you put gratitude in your mind, you will be so grateful to so many things every day. And as long as you can do so, you will realize how lucky you are every day. And magically, you will become happier and happier every day. And I realized that because this is a part of my experience. When I feel frustrated or in a bad mood, I try to be grateful to others, and then I found myself getting out of the bad mood. So I do think gratitude is a habit that you can cultivate. Back to Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Vivian. I do think that expressing our gratitude will make us happier because we recognize what others have done for us. Also, we need to be thankful for ourselves because we have been putting so much effort into the things that we're doing. So we need to be nicer to ourselves and recognize our achievements as well. All right, I think that wraps up my session tonight. Back to Toastmaster.
Okay, thank you, Leah, for